Greetings, brothers and sisters throughout America. I am Soul Brother Eric. It's a few topics, basically that I want to sum up in this video. I've been sitting back personally and generally reflecting on some things for the past couple of days or so, and I've been looking at my own personal life and other people's lives in terms of dark skinned slave descendants here in the United States of America, and in the millions or however many of it, millions of us it is, 40 to 60 million of us. But getting to my point is like, I know we as, I'm going to say it best to what we can understand, because some of us don't refer to each other as soul people, as which is more necessary than referring to each other as black. But for now, I just say, for lack of better term of understanding, black people have a tendency, mainly in this country of America, to be prejudgmental of each other, to down each other, whether we are homosexuals, lesbians, whether we have some type of kind of mental illness, whether we are referred to by others as being, which word I don't like to use, but I'll say it in this video, being referred to as retarded, or, or something of having a mental or physical disability, which we prejudge each other so hard on, which causes more division among us as families and as a people in general in this country. And for much as we've been under in this country as a dark-skinned people, as far as oppression goes, at the hands of another group of people who are the majority, which is the Caucasian European in this country. I have to say that we've had, for hundreds of years, hell with them judging us, especially through their acts of racism and discrimination and all this type of sort of stuff. And for us to be so harshly judgmental against each other for whatever negative reasons, it's just sad, or trying to put each other down into, even to the point of discouraging each other. And I've had people in my family tell me that if I decided, to become a artist, that I wouldn't successfully make no money at it. Well, you know what I got to say for that? That's a bunch of crock of BS. Excuse my French, but it is what it is. And, if fate destiny allows me to become a professional artist one day, or even a professional writer, as far as literature arts go, I have to say that, trust me, I am determined that they will be shown and made a lie out of, because I will do everything in my power to be successful, and this is if I would say the same thing or respond, period, to the same thing that a person from off the street would say to me, you know. But the thing about it is that we are right now in a situation, in terms of the core of our division as a people, that, like I say, just being unquote black in this society, in this cruel racist society, you know, it's time out far as us continually judging each other, and discouraging each other from even wanting to do positive things, from even wanting to make positive change, whether it's in our own lives as individuals or whether it's in our lives as a common people with a common goal, especially as to liberate ourselves from up under this oppression we've been suffering for almost 500 years, which is slavery, discrimination, racism, and now today with the new Jim Crow called mass incarceration, And like I said, if we really, if especially for those, in the so-called Black conscious movement, you know, we have even become more judgmental toward our own people in terms of dark-skinned people than the so-called average Negro on the street has, or the average Negro in the ghetto has. I've seen it. I've seen it in the Nation of Islam. I've seen it in the Nubian nation. I've seen it amongst the Moorish Science Temple of America. I've seen it in amongst our brothers and sisters. When I was following under Orthodox Islam, I've seen it. For those of us that tend to feel like we're beyond, whether or above or better, I just say that, above or better than those of our dark-skinned brothers and sisters that's into Christianity, we're really not no more different than they are when it comes to being prejudgmental of each other. Because we are some kind of way still affected by the scars of slavery, or rather chattel slavery, from what our ancestors went through, whether we want to realize it or not. And the reality of it is that, we don't have no right or no kind of rite of passage to be prejudgmental of each other, and I see this all the time, even in this little big small city that I live in here in Nebraska. The few dark-skinned slave descendants that I run across, I see the same thing going on. Just being prejudgmental, especially when they don't know each other personally as individuals, But that's out of a clear sign of self-hatred, which was passed on down through the generations to us since the time of chattel slavery, So that's definitely something that those of us who know what's going on should expect, and unknowingly, those of us who don't know should learn to understand and expect from us as a dark-skinned people who have understood nothing but slavery and oppression all our lives in this country as a people, and I really have to say that basically, I'm at the point that, who in the hell cares, if I've been incarcerated or if I'm an ex-offender or if I was a drug addict. So what? Just about almost every black family in this country from U.S. slave descendancy has been, drug addicts, or has had members of their personal families who were drug addicts or alcoholics, or who were criminals or gangbangers or thugs or gangsters, however you want to put it, and, or even killers, So, or prostitutes, the list could go on, But the thing is that we have to understand and realize that we can't continue on judging each other. We've been hurt enough. It's better that we uplift each other. as well as our own selves, whether it's through verbal, rather verbality, or through the increase in our mentality of growing. We need to help uplift each other instead of tearing each other down. And for now, I'll just pass on that. And if you have any comments on what I had to say in this video, get back with me. Peace.